2 seconds. I'll get my phone. I can text to you. Hello everyone. Who happens to be watching my stream? Hey Siri, what is the weather?
It's currently cloudy and 19 degrees in Shiyoda-ku.
19.
Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 18 degrees.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature in South Perth?
It's currently 19 degrees in South Perth, Australia.
Same fucking weather. Same fucking weather. Different season. God, I'm not laughing. Hi, Ace. We're both 19 degrees. Oh my god. Anyway, I have my 7-Eleven coffee here. So let me rephrase that. I have my 7-Eleven coffee here for 7R Holdings, which is basically 7-Eleven. Oh, that is a good coffee. It is strong, though. It is quite strong compared to normal coffee. But it's a fucking nice coffee. And yeah. So, let's talk about Matsuyama. Fuck off, Ace. You don't even live in Perth. You live in New South Wales. So fuck off. Yeah. Let's talk about Matsuyama. So, I left Tokyo on Thursday morning and had to wait. And when I landed, I called a taxi to my hotel. Fuck no. No. It is a long time, Alan. I'm going to. Yeah, let me finish what I was saying. I was going to Matsuyama on Thursday and I caught a taxi. The taxi that I caught took me to Matsuyama Joe, or Joy, or Jew, which is a shopping center, I'm assuming. They couldn't find the hotel, so I showed them, didn't take me to the hotel, so I showed them the location. They looked it up and went Alpha Hotel and spoke to one of their people, phone called and all that and everything. and they ended up taking me to an Anna hotel. So I had it up on Google Maps, the location, the hotel, and they actually asked the Anna hotel where the Apple hotel was. So of course I get in around about 9. So I get in around about 8:39, and I get into my hotel around 10, 9:30, 10. So I thought so I tried to check in, and of course check-in time is not until 3 p.m. at the Apple Hotel Matsuyama Nishi. So I had to wait, but they have a very big lobby. That's the thing, they have a very big lobby. You can go and sit down, and it's actually pretty nice. That's a lot bigger than this than the Apple Hotel Itabashi Ikikanami, or Ikinami, sorry, which is where I'm staying at the moment. Oh my god, I just gave it my address. Yeah, good luck flying here within a day. You can't fly tomorrow, you have to fly Thursday. So let me finish. I'll answer your question in a second, Alan. You have to fly to get to anywhere outside of Australia. If you book via Webjet, which is the easiest way to book an international flight, and the quickest way, you can't go just the following day. When I went to Japan the first time, I was booking on a Saturday, looking to go on the Sunday. Couldn't go on the Sunday, so I had to go on Monday because it needs 2 days to allow you to fly internationally. The more you know. And Alan asks, where's the room tour? The room tour. I'll get to that in a second. Um, on So we waited at the hotel for like 30 minutes, for like 3 hours, 5 hours or so, and we're just sitting there. I went over to 7-Eleven. They had Japanese Cheetos, so of course I waited until I got into my room to try them. After I had some lunch from the 7-Eleven, I then went over, waited in the hotel again, and when I got up to my hotel room, finally checked in at like 2:30. I got up to my hotel room and checked in and everything, put everything in. Because I only took my backpack, because I didn't need a lot. I was only there for 2 nights. And I went, and it was a smoking room. Like literally, they said, it's a smoking room at Canada. I said, yeah, that's fine. Because I didn't know what I booked, so I just got it. And it smelled terrible. So I opened up the window, and this is the window we got here. Instead of opening up like, so pretend this is the window. Instead of opening up like that, sorry, this is the window. Instead of opening up like that, just leaned back like that. It opened up like, pretend this is the window. It opened up like that. So on an angle, and you could literally put stuff out the window. But I'm not gonna comment on that. I tried the Cheetos. They were nice. I mean, as nice as you can get for chips. But I didn't like them enough to keep eating them, so I ended up hucking them at the window. Eating them at the window, sorry. Yeah, but opening the window helped. Having the window open did help with the smell, and I got used to it. Um, so then I wanted to, so then I got a little interested in throwing stuff out the window, so no, but I do have other things. I threw up some of the paper, like tissues, because there's a black box in the room that has tissues in them. I took out all the tissues and started throwing them out the window, and they went gliding in the wind. Then I started throwing out some of the little paper. I do have some here. Stupid me. Let me just move my wallet with cards and everything in them. Some of this type of paper. Trying to see what my notification is. Yeah. And then I got rid of all the things, and then I decided to start throwing out anything I could find. And then I went over to 7-Eleven, picked up some more tissues, and started throwing them again. Here's the thing. Then I threw actual toilet paper out the window, and then somebody came off that worked for the hotel and told me to stop, so I stopped. Basically because I had nothing else to do. And then the next day, well, for dinner that night, we had McDonald's. Took me a while to set up the McDonald's McDelivery app for Japan, so I could get my delivery. Oh yeah, if you wanted to know, the guy said, "Tissue, no, no tissue, no tissue," telling me not to throw it out. And I kept saying, "No, it wasn't me, it wasn't me," and he kept saying, "No tissue, no tissue." So I had to stop. Anyway, for that night we had I do have it. No, I don't, because that was not Uber Eats. Oh, shit. Shit. Maybe I have it in the McDelivery app. Where's McDelivery? Maybe it is. Oh, excuse me. No, it doesn't tell me exactly what it is. But I had a burger with nuggets and all that. Didn't eat the nuggets. It's still in the fridge in the other hotel. Oh yeah, I should have. Now that would have been rude. Um, and then the next day we met Mr. S at 9 a.m. in the lobby, and as you know, I went back to his office. I was going to eat them the next day for for breakfast, but I didn't end up doing it, so I just left them in there. Like I've got some chicken McNuggets in the fridge in this hotel, and also some Carl Jr.'s chicken bits in the fridge as well, with 2 beers. Um, basically, I didn't get around to eating them, and then we met with Miss. Let me explain that. I went around with Mr. S and 9 to his office, and I sat down, and basically he was talking to me, and I was talking to him. We were talking a lot about like tokusatsu. Surprisingly, Mr. S listens to tokusatsu music in his car while driving. In his red Toyota car. I think it was a Toyota. Let me. And then I'm not giving you the number plates. It's 79 something. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Then after the stream, we went out for lunch and had udon noodles, I believe. They're like the rectangle noodles. The noodles, but they're like a rectangular prism. I think they're udon. At least he said they're udon. And then we went with his wife, pac-man. We went for lunch. And then me and Mr. S went to Matsuyama Castle. And fuck, it's very steep to walk up the hill. And to the castle. Like very steep. And I was tired. Just before that little park area where you have the soft cream ice cream type things. And we had ice cream there, and we also got a drink from the vending machines. Both same, the crystal geyser water. Yeah, the udon was good. I just had the plain udons, and it came with a little sauce. The sauce was nice, but it had like green spring onion in it, and I don't like spring onion, but it was nice. Here's the thing, Mr. S and pac-man, his wife, Mackie, the guy who helps out in the streams, was going to come, but he had dentistry work earlier on, so he couldn't eat, so he didn't come. They were trying to teach me how to use. I don't know how to use chopsticks. Like literally, I don't know how to use chopsticks. But they were trying to teach me how to use chopsticks, and I couldn't get it. So pac-man got me a fork, and I was like, you know those little forks you can get in the children's diner sets, like the themed ones, like with the Dora the Explorer dining set and the Barbie set and all that, and they were like the really tiny forks. And that, yeah, his wife is Japanese. Um, and it was very hard to eat because it was a very small fork. But I'm used to using a small fork, so yeah. Um, and they asked me if I knew any Japanese. Obviously, like I said on this on the interview stream, I don't know any Japanese. Technically, I don't. So pac-man decided to teach me a little bit of Japanese while we eating lunch, which is very good of her, very generous of her. Which I enjoyed. And of course we went to the Matsuyama classroom. To climb up there, it goes very steep like that, and then it goes up, 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 until like you're climbing, like with a like crawling pretty much up, for instance. But you weren't really crawling up; it was more like a walk. But it felt like my entire body was really heavy, and because I was walking up very steep. And then we got up and had ice cream and drinks like water at the at the park where Mr. S went when he was in like when he was in kindergarten or whatever in his school trips. And then inside the castle, you had to change your shoes for slippers, freaking green slippers. And of course, the stairs are like this, like that. So it's like really, really steep steps. For instance, I should show you. It's like really steep steps, and it's like, and they're really close to each other, so it was really steep. And I found it hard to get up there, but Mr. S helped me up, which is good. And I got to see the samurai exhibit. All the photos from this trip will be up, most likely Saturday, maybe Sunday. From my entire holiday will be up Saturday or Sunday. And I mean, it was nice to see it. And then we went up way up to the top. He called it a top dungeon, which I'm assuming is his understanding of English. It's more like the top level, but I would say it was kind of like a dungeon because it was a samurai castle type thing. So yeah, and then we basically went back down, and I enjoyed it. We went and had the interview, and he kept doing his stream while we were going back down to the bottom. I went off to because he got a call from FM FM Gaia, while he was before the first stream we did. He works for FM. Here's the thing: he does a radio show on Mondays at FM Gaia. He's looking. He's working with them, and he went to interview a non-for-profit organization that he has been interviewing and all that because of the flooding last year and all that. So he went and did his interview, and while he was doing that, my CPU read just gave negative numbers, negative 36,000 or something. I'm not even sure. Anyway, he went and did that, and he let me go from the bottom of the Matsuyama Castle, as in like after the chairlift, he went outside, let me go. So I went over to downtown where he said to go, and basically I went into this big it's like this covered restaurant slash shopping center. And it had some casinos there, like casino machines. There was this place called Power Station. I thought it was like an arcade, so I went in and had a look. I put 1,000 yen towards the coins because I couldn't freaking put any coins into it. And I thought it were 10 yen pieces. Then that they were coins for the machine, and I used them. It's a waste of money, so I went and cashed them in. Got a few different Pringles and snacks and that from the place where they do all the prizes. Think of it like the game corner in Pokemon. If you remember the game corner in Pokemon, it's like that. And the original game corner, not the Heart Gold or Silver game corner. And yeah. I had to get back by 6:30. So I went back by 6. And I was waiting there for a while. I told him I wasn't waiting long because how was I supposed to know he wasn't going to be there exactly at 6? And he wasn't. I was there just before 6, so it wasn't long. And he showed up around 6:30, so I understand. Go watch the. I'm not going to say it because it's rude, but go watch the Avengers movie. And yeah. I went to Matt's. Then he had to drop his wife back home to her apartment where his daughter was staying, which you can see in the Vegemite demo he put up on his YouTube channel. Here you can see Sai. And then we went to have dinner. No, we had like, it's not really a bento box type thing, but we had like, we could go in and see what you get and put on your thing. I know I had some chicken with some weird sauce on it, but it was nice. Some rice. He decided to give me egg, which is nice. And then also, but he had the egg because I didn't eat it all, so he had the rest. He decided to have it. Then we had like a miso soup, but it had like tofu in it. I mean, I've never had tofu before, and I didn't have any. And yeah, that was it. And water. There's this little TV screen in the place. I was looking at the TV screen, went to grab my drink, and it spilled. I was like, so. I was embarrassed about it. He's like, no, no, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, okay. But, and he took me back home. We were talking about tokusatsu on the way back home, and while I was sitting in the car with him, I was more verbal with him than I was in the stream. Stole the egg. No, no, no. We both got the egg. Well, funny thing, the person who does the eggs made them, and there was one put out, and I was going to grab it because I thought I could take it, but then it's like, he was like, no, 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 don't take that one. So I didn't take it, and she gave us two, like the number things, you know, the numbers you get when you order something like a coffee break. Is it coffee break? Coffee cup, and they give it a little square thing on the stand that says two. It says two on the number. So, whatever. That's what they gave you, and you had to wait for your number to be called to get the egg, which is nice. But he took the egg from me because I wasn't going to finish it, and I was full. So he took it and ate it, which I guess is fine. And then I went to, on the way back, we were talking more about tokusatsu and all that, which is good. And then, now, to explain why I was shy on the streams, I didn't want to overstep my mark with Mr. S. I know I can be loud and boisterous and talk a lot, but I didn't want to overstep my mark with Mr. S. Because I didn't know what he wanted me to say or anything. And secondly, it was my first collab stream, and he has way more subscribers than what I do, so I wasn't used to the environment. And I didn't want to say anything to make anyone dislike me. Yeah, I know. I mean, when I'm on my own, I'm more open up and able to talk a lot more. But with him, I I don't know. I don't know why. It's just, yeah. I know that I was nervous about going to do these streams he because of everything, and the fact it was my first collaboration stream. You won't watch the stream, but yeah. I didn't mean to come across shy. But when I go back and watch the streams, I'm like, later on in the day, I was like, I don't know why, but we were more verbal in the stream, in talking in person. So let me continue. When he passed the mic to you to talk, while he went off to talk to one of the delivery people that came. Okay, as that's what he was doing while he was talking to me, while he passed the mic to me. He's yeah. Alan says that I just sat there in silence because I I was pressured. All right. I didn't want to go out and say subscribe to me on YouTube, or subscribe to CS Toys or anything, because honestly, I didn't know what to say. 100%, I did not know what to say whatsoever. Yeah, I do. But I didn't know what to say. It's my first collaborative stream, and I didn't know what to say. It's just very nervous. I didn't ruin the stream or anything. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing the streams, but yeah. How many subs does he have, though? Let me just check. 17,000 subs. Quite literally, 17,000 subs. Alan says talk about tokusatsu. If you saw my interview with CS Toys on his YouTube channel, I don't really have a lot of background in tokusatsu. I mean, I did talk about it with. Oh wait, back in 2014, I was watching Power Rangers Super Mega Force. I'll let you know in a second. I should probably tell you now. Another 6 days until the 29th. Back in 2014, I was watching Super Mega Force on 9, not 9 Goes. No, it was just known as Go. Was it 9 Go back then? I forget. And then someone mentioned Super Mega Force, like in the was playing the Super Mega Force video game, and I was like, okay. No, no. This is wrong. Because I started watching Sentai. No, I started in 2014. Yeah. Maybe, Alan. I was watching Sentai in 2014 after someone mentioned that Power Rangers was a Japanese TV show. So, oh no, wrong. I started watching Sentai in 2014. It was my first experience with Power Rangers. With Sentai. After someone mentioned Sentai was a Japanese TV show back in then, and I started with Kuryuja because it was what Dino Charge was going to be. Yeah, that's what I said. Kyryuja was my first Sentai. And then I watched all of that when I could. And then, well, I didn't really stop watching. I went on to try and watch Takuja, and I mentioned imagination powers, and yeah, that's a bit childish for me. So then I went back and looked at Go Busters, and Go Busters was technically my second ever Sentai. Shout out to Go Busters. No. And then I went on to 2015 was that Suoja? 2016 was 2015 was Ninja, which I started watching. Nowadays, and yeah, for a lot of the long time, I was watching Power Rangers and Sentai only. Tokujo, but here's the thing. So during 2015, I decided to. Well, I don't know if I started watching Tokujo in 2015, but I have watched Tokujo twice, and I quite enjoyed it. So much so that that was the reason why I started collecting the toys in the first place and came into contact with CS Toys. I bought the toys in 2018, and I was looking for Tokujo toys because I watched Tokujo for a second time, and I really got into it. I also went to. I didn't actually start watching Kamen Rider until last year. My first one was Grime. No, it wasn't Grime, it was Forze. Yeah, Forze. Alan says I really hate Ninja. I did get up to about episode 20, 25, and then I was like, yeah, no more. Yeah, correct. But the Gold Ninja, I basically was watching. I just watched Ninja because it was the most recent one, and then I started to watch Ninja again just so I could get up to speed with that before Ninja Steel premiered. But yeah, the first ever Kamen Rider I saw was I think it was Forze. Yeah, it was Forze because I enjoyed the henshin jingles. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Stuff. Whoops. This type thing. the little jingles they have when they're henshin. And then I decided to go over to watch Grime. Was it Grime or Deno next? No, Grime. Yeah, Grime. Then I watched Deno. Then I watched Ryuki. Then I watched X-Aid. I've seen Blade, I've seen Wizard, I've seen Double, I've seen Drive. I've seen bits of Hibiki. I wasn't really into Hibiki. Hibiki's on next week on Sunday episode. Hibiki is in Sunday's episode of Kamen Rider. I have seen all of Decade, literally. I know a lot of people say Decade isn't good, but it isn't good technically. But it was the only Kamen Rider series, the first Kamen Rider series to have a crossover with Sentai, which then begs the big plot hole of the whole Sentai Kamen Rider universe. Deno was my favorite. You're gonna not like my favorite one. I haven't seen Build. I've seen. I've only seen a little bit of Kabuto. I've seen a bit of Ghost. I think I already said that I've seen Blade. I don't think I've seen all of Fives, but I know I've seen some of it. And yeah, I don't remember any other ones that I've watched. Oh yeah, I've seen a bit of Black OX. That was basically my only Showa era. Well, technically it's classified as Showa era, even though it's in the Heisei era. But yeah, you know. Um, yeah, I have and I've been keeping up to date with Zio. And Zio is actually my favorite Kamen Rider so far. God, it's cold. But yeah, I've seen all of Zio so far. Oh, sorry. You know how I said I've never seen Build? I saw one episode while I was in Japan last year. One episode, and I believe I was watch. No, I've only seen one episode of Build, and that was last year while I was in Japan. Give me 2 seconds. Just turning off the aircon. Oh, excuse me. That's a bit private, Alan. Um, and I've also seen. Uh, okay. But yeah, my favorite Kamen Rider, which I don't think I've mentioned, is Zeo so far. It's basically the only one I've been keeping up with, and it's the very first Kamen Rider I've collected toys for. I watched, and I've been keeping up with. One night last year, here's the thing. One night last year, oh, was it early this year? No. I actually have already, but I'm not talking about that yet. I did watch. I stayed up. I watched from episode 1 because I was keeping up with sorry, with the Butsu Sentai Zuojo look when it was airing, using like Kiss Asian, whatever. And I keeping up to date with it. And I threw out the sorry, I was thinking of something else. Um, and I stayed up all night watching Zuoja all the way through, including the movies, from episode 1 to episode 49, 50. I don't know how many episodes there were, but I saw it all in one sitting. Including the first movie with Ninja. That is one good Sentai show. Then we got Q Angel. I've seen a bit of that. And then we've got Lupin versus Cat, I believe, which I did try to keep up with. I mean, I downloaded all the episodes, never watched it all. I got up to about episode 20, came over to Japan, saw the debut of Lupin X, came back and stopped watching. Then I've been keeping up with Soldier, although I don't like it. I've been keeping up with it. What other episode? Yeah. But yeah, I have seen an Ultraman series, one of the English filmed ones. Ultraman Towards the Future. It was Ultraman Towards the Future. Ultraman Great. And that was not actually shown in Australia, sadly. Little known fact, it was filmed in Australia but never shown in Australia. Just like how Power Rangers was filmed in New Zealand, like from, I think it was Samurai and Super Samurai that were filmed in New Zealand, which has been for years, but wasn't actually shown in New Zealand. I think it was Ultraman, known as Ultraman G. The Ultraman G is known as Ultraman Toward the Future. Ultraman Great. But yeah, anyway. That's the tokusatsu I've seen. So yeah. Well, let me get back on topic to what I was talking about before I start going off topic. And then I was dropped off back at the hotel, went to sleep, and basically woke up the next morning having to go catch my flight at 2 p.m. And then I came back to Tokyo. I was a little upset that my holiday is almost over. I mean, yeah, my holiday is almost over and I didn't want it to end. I didn't want my holiday to end. I don't want it to end. But yeah, anyway, would I recommend Matsuyama to visit Matsuyama? Yes, visit Matsuyama. And while you're there, if you're into tokusatsu, go see Mr. S at CS Toys. Another thing, if you want, go see Matsuyama Castle while you're there. I honestly think, strongly believe that if I was ever to move overseas, like go live overseas, I mean, I've always wanted to live in the US, which is still my ultimate goal. But if I was ever to move overseas, I'd definitely move to Matsuyama. Just a prime perfect location to live. And secondly, if you, wow, sorry, yeah, little fact, I won't be kicking off my, yeah, I will be watching, so I will be, yeah, if I ever decide to move to Japan, I know exactly where I'd be living. Anyway, tomorrow, well, and then on Sunday, just going through what I've done since I've been back in Tokyo. I have been to see Shazam, which released on Friday in Japan. Great movie. I have also been to Monday, yesterday, Nakano Broadway. Mm. Mm. And I did buy a few things, not lots, but a few different things. Oh shit, I've broken it. Oh, from the Mandrake store there. That's a game. And that's it. And I am definitely running out of money. I'll show you what I bought from the Mandrake store. Got some really good merchandise. I have to do a merchandise show off, like a Japan haul video when I'm in Australia, when I'm back in Perth. But I did get a Dano final figure, a Go Ranger vinyl figure, Arca Ranger. This is sword form, by the way. And a very special unopened Ban Presto Oh, I'm just looking at everything else they had. Mystic, yeah, Mystic Word. Or Magi Word. You can get Magi Blue, Magi Yellow, Magi Red, Magi Green, Magi Pink. So last night. And Mystic Mother. What's known as Idonna. Mystic White. I think that's the last night. I could be mixing that up. But yeah, these are great toys. Like literal great. That was a great find. Oh yeah, I'll show you what I got out book off now on Sunday as well. Ooh! Wait, did I get this one? Ooh! This game for the Dreamcast. 21 T01 to 1. 21 to 1. Princess Soft. That's what I got out on a game store Nakano Forba yesterday. That one's sharp. Fucking bastards. Anyway, now go to my Nakano. Sorry, my read on or book off form. We did get another Dreamcast game. It's Shangri-La. Shangri-La. Don't be fucking mahjong. Got mahjong tiles. Oh, if this is mahjong, I'm gonna be pissed. Actually, I can look it up. Cyber Angel Oh my god, it's mahjong. It's literal mahjong. For the Dreamcast. Someone will want this. I gotta import games because a lot of Dreamcast games did not come to the US outside Japan. Will come outside of Japan. I also got 30th anniversary Super Sentai Volume 2. The toy video. And its openings and endings. From Ranger to Buck-Angel. Buck-Angel was 30th anniversary. 35th is Go Kaija. So 40th, yeah, that's correct. Magic Range had 2 openings. But here you go, it comes from Die Range onwards. And it's a Japanese exclusive. Not showing you the price. And also got something very special, which you probably just saw. Like, I know this is subbed and all, but I like to own the physical media. It's the Dr. Pac-Man X-Aid movie. It's like all of these were literally amazing finds. And I even had like, what was it? Bioman on DVD. Bioman, 1985. What's that, 86? '84, 1984, on DVD. Never seen it all, so there's no point in getting it. Whoops, that is not for me. And it was quite a bit expensive to get, but yeah, I didn't get it. Was that Mega Ranger? Ooh. You can hear this. Flip you. Oh, if I did update it. Well, I updated it. Back to the original. Anyway. Yeah. Great for having the openings and endings of all the Sentai on DVD. Which was a CD though. That way I could pop it into a CD player and listen to it. Oh well. At least I got all the openings. I'll be definitely when I get back to Perth on Tuesday. I don't know if I do it Tuesday. Well, what time do I get back? Because I sleep on the plane. I think I have it on my Virgin app. Virgin Australia app. What? $11.40. I get in at 4:15. Mm, no, I might do it on the Wednesday. I have to go out and do a few things first. But I get in at 4:15, which will be at least 5 before I get back to my property, to my unit. So yeah. But I am flying from Brisbane, from Tokyo to Brisbane via Qantas. What's which you're going to go from Brisbane to Townsville when I booked it. But because I no longer live in Townsville and got enough stuff by Virgin from Brisbane to Townsville. Brisbane to Perth. Alan, you missed a lot. I'm just showing these off again for Alan. I'm only going to show off the two things that are tokusatsu related to Alan. Yeah, it's DVD. I did get 2 games and a few toys as well. But I'll show off these first. The Dr. Pac-Man X-Aid movie, which I know has been dubbed, but I still got it. And the Super Sentai 30th anniversary DVD that has from Die Ranger to Buck Ranger, opening and ending. Like literally all of them. Like opening one for Time Force's Jiku, Joku, and opening 2 is Beyond All Space and Time. 3 endings, the last ending is Don't Stop Your Story. and like it literally has all of them there. We've got 2 games. One's a mahjong game. The other one is another weird game. I don't even know what the hell it is. Oh, these. I got them from Book Off. Book Off has DVDs, movies, and games. And books, of course, because it's Book Off, so it has books. But it's like literally amazing rare finds. These were when I went to go see Shazam on Sunday. Including this, mahjong game for the Dreamcast. It was in Uidon or Uion or something like that. Now, the main breakout Nakano Broadway, which I went to yesterday. I got 3 very cool toys. No spoilers. But I'll go with the big review last. A Go Ranger, Aqua Ranger vinyl toy. I'll have to think about that. Because I have a bit of time in May, but I am a bit busy in May. Getting my car, setting everything up in the unit again. And yeah. And getting my license fixed up. That's all when I get back. So I'll have to see. But I will be doing a Japanese haul video when I get back. Which will be after 4:15 PM on the 30th of April. Which means basically I spent the entire month in Japan. Except for spending a bit of time in Brisbane and Sydney before I get back, which is Brisbane when I get from the Tokyo flight to Brisbane, then Brisbane straight to the flight to Sydney, and from Sydney straight to Perth, with an hour in between, an hour and 25 minutes in between. The Deno vinyl. I do have the Zeo vinyls, but they're back home they're back in my cupboard in Townsville. I don't want to be cutting around all my collectibles. I should take those out because I got a bigger item. But they're special to me. I hope you didn't see it. This is a Ban Presto item for Magi Ranger. We've got, in this set, you can collect Magi Yellow, Magi Blue, Magi Yellow, it says it's unopened. Anyway, you can collect Magi Blue, Magi Yellow, Magi Red, Magi Green, Magi Pink, Solaris Knight. I don't know the Solaris Knight's Japanese name. And Mystic Mother, Udonna. As you can see, Not showing you the toy just yet. And on the sides, you can literally see Magi Ranger on both sides. Now I've got Magi Red and it's unopened, as it says. I got it for steel. 400 yen for it. Looks like a really good figure too. Yeah, we should. I was thinking about a few things as well. But I'll have to wait and see about these things. About a few things that I was thinking of. This Dreamcast game is known as 2121 by Princess Soft. Oh, it's a dating simulation from the looks of it. As you can see, in the back here it says human relations. Looks like a dating simulator. I have to see, because I basically don't work, so I've got plenty of time to do YouTube. But yeah, I have to wait and see how everything goes before I make a decision. I'll message you on Facebook if I decide to get out my case where I put all my stuff. Where's the 100 yen I had? No, no. I just picked it up. It was the only freaking. It's basically the only cheap game they had. There wasn't Shenmue, which I already got. And I got Shenmue for steal as well, $20. If you go to like Beyond Retro or so Beyond Retro didn't have it. It was Mad Retro. They had Shenmue 1, I believe, for like $50. I got it. That I got Shenmue for about between $10 and $20 Australian. I got it for steal. And I figured out how to play the Japanese games on my console today. No, I haven't shown off any of this yet. Yeah, watch me just clear out my bag. Um, well, with your question on dating sims, I do have that Senran Cougar game that's on the Switch. The one where you did a reflex massaging on the body. I was like, ooh. I got it when it released in Japan. Because they had jiggly boob physics. Like literally, they used Japanese like cheesecake custard things that were jiggly and for boobs to figure out what boobs actually moved like and all that. I couldn't turn it down because I had to see what work has been put into the Switch. And this was before it came out in the US and all that. So as you know, I went to a casino in a game corner in Matsuyama. This is the coins. The guys, I actually put out some videos on my old channel. The one I had last year, or 2 years ago, sorry. And it got taken down. Not the videos, but yeah. I'll definitely have a look at streaming it. Maybe. But yeah, this is Power Station coin, which is a coin that you can take from the Power Station Casino in Matsuyama. I ended up having a few left over, so I took them. They look like 10 yen. If you look at it, it looks like 10 yen. It's not. This is a Ga-Oli pass, Pokemon Ga-Oli pass. I put in a weird friggin' name to it now. I'm probably never going to play the Ga-Oli game again while I'm here. But, you know, I should get the other Ga-Oli chips I have as well out of the bag. But I'll show you them in a second. These are... Oops, let me just fix these up. These are from a weird game that's like Ga-Oli, but it's not Ga-Oli. I've only ever seen the game once, so I'm never going to use these again. Now, if you'll give me a few minutes, or like a minute or so, I'll go get the only chips that I have. And here's well, here's the savage chips. They're not really chips. The ones I got from the Pokemon Center in Nihonbashi, which is actually the DX Pokemon Center. Which is actually the DX Pokemon Center that has the holographic whoops. It's the DX Pokemon Center that has the holographic Pokédex. I have to literally force my Core magazine in. Which you might know is where the Pokemon leaks happen. Or so they say. What did you eat tonight? I ate nothing tonight. But earlier on, I had Moss Burger. One of their hot dogs, one of their burgers, one of their corn soup's nice. And a lot of other and fries, chicken peas. The chicken peas was nice. Their fries and the onion rings. I've got quite a few Gaoli chips here. And I mean quite a few. Anyway, last night I had the best Wagyu steak from a steakhouse that's nearby where I'm staying in Itabashi. It was the best. It was juicy and tender and holy hell. It's to die for. Anyway. But in total it was about $40 for the entire dinner. And it came with corn soup. And I fought with the meal. And some corn. And some broccoli. And the onion, some onions. And they're all nice. And I got a cola with it. Or was it soda? I forget which one. But it was Pepsi. Anyway, on to the Gaoli chips. I'm just counting how many I have. How much was it for what? These Wagyu steak. It was about, in total, including the drink, it was about 3,300 yen, roughly. I'm going to put these in piles of 10. I have 23 Gaoli chips. And the Wagyu steak was amazing. I definitely recommend going to it if you're ever in Itabashi. Right, we'll go with this Dorky Dungle. Says, what are you doing? Just a random live stream. Funny here about Matsuyama. That was at the beginning of the stream. And now we're just going on with basically whatever I've been doing so far. Alan says, will you be trying Yoshinoya Matsuya or Sukiya. Not sure. But let's go. Goodbye. Thanks. And for the power level of 2000. Machamp with a power level of 2120. Dodrio with a power level of 2380. Machamp with a power level of 2880. I'm going to save that one because I do have a secondary one that I want to show you. Yep, I've got it here. I'll show you those after I finish this stack. They're special ones. Persian with a power level of 2260. It's power level because it's combining 5 power levels. Chameleon. No, I'm actually trying new places. I have been trying a lot of new places actually. Like yesterday when I went for lunch, I went for breakfast at McDonald's, obviously. But then I went for lunch at Lotia. Haven't tried them before. Anyway, Chameleon with power level of 2060. How would you like Mudkips with a power level of 1500? Would you like Mudkips? Ivysaur with a power level of 2060. Where did I get these? From a Pokemon Ga-Oli arcade machine. Now we'll do the special ones that I have after. Let's do the next big stack. Eevee with a power level of 1660. Another Ivysaur with the power level of 2060. Machamp with a power level 2880. So another one. Then I've got a few special ones here which I don't want to show off yet. Like the full ones, that are not like the normal ones. We've got Bowden with a power level of 1440. They're the little cards you put in, and it says it actually activates the Pokemon for battling. Yes, it is. Metang, I believe it's Metang. Sorry, no, Metagross. With a power level of 3340. No. Porygon 2 with a power level of 2000. 860. Meowth with a power level of 1400. And a Squirtle with a power level of 1460. I mean, in these games, they literally have proper 3D modeling that is succeeding what's in the 3DS and what's in I believe this Let's Go. I'm not quite sure about that. But they need to use these models in a game other than go only. Because the fire on one of the Pokemon I've got, its tail, is freaking amazing. We've got Chansey 2000 with power level 2220. And Torchic, I've got 1, 3, 5 more special cards I want to show you after this. And a Torchic with a power level of 1480. Oh, crap. Crap. Now the special cards. I'll get to after I show you my special normal card for Kaoli. And it's a legendary Pokemon. It's a legendary Pokemon with a power level of 1040. Cosmog. Nebby, get in the bag. And we've got a Vaporeon special Kaori card with a power level of 3140. Whoops, gotta show the special right way. Oh, excuse me. Not sure. Oh, fuck this. Not sure which one I'd have to eat when I eat. Now we've got a what's the final evolution of ooh, I forget. It's the final evolution of a Pokemon of Magnemite. Yes, the final evolution of Magnemite. Of course, you know I don't use it because it's a location. It's a location of Pokemon. It's a location evolution, but it has the Steel Z Crystal. The Steel Z Crystal. So I can do the Z move. George Dungle asks, What is your opinion on the flat Earth theory? I've seen the Earth in many accredited scientific pictures and from the International Space Station when they were live on YouTube, on Facebook, and I've seen the Earth. If there's this actual building, if you go to the top of a building, I don't know whether it's in Japan or India, but there's this really tall building and it's very tall. It's so tall you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. If you can see the curve of the Earth from that building, then the Earth is not flat, it's curved. So, there you go. I do have two other Pokemon, both the same, but they're special. They have a power level that's unknown. Is it really? Yes, it's unknown on both of them. Basically the same Pokemon, but it's different card art. This is the female Pokenchi presents his Charizard that you get when you lose. Yes, exactly. And this is the female Pokenchi hosts Charizard when you win. Still unknown power level, but see it says winner. If you look at it, it says winner right there. So I was really excited about. Well, I enjoy playing Dolly. That's the reason why I can. Well, it's not really, but the reason I can. But I like playing arcade games, and Goalie is my favorite arcade game because it's pac-man. Oops, no, put that there. 23 different Goalie chips. What's your favorite movie? That's a hard question. I have multiple different favorite movies. Give me a genre and I'll tell you my favorite movie. Of course, I can tell you, my favorite anime movie would be Summer Wars. My favorite Pokemon movie is. Oh, I'll get back to that. My favorite Pokemon movie is the third Pokemon movie, The Spell of a Nine. My favorite action adventure, like superhero movie, would definitely be I'm gonna get a bit of hate for this, but like Justice League, for instance, would be Justice League. I'd have to say that. My favorite TV only movie would have to be. That's actually quite hard. Yeah, I'm a DC fan. I don't really know TV movies. My favorite tokusatsu movie would have to be the Zhuoja movie. The one where they versus the ninja. But yeah, the best DC superhero is Booster Gold. Booster Gold. I'm gonna put these away now. But my favorite DC superhero is Booster Gold. Oh, well, here's a little backstory on him. I just gotta pull it up. I know a little bit. He's a member of the Justice League, if you wanted to know. And he first appeared in 1986. Initially depicted as a glory-seeking showboat from the future, I believe he was a football player from the future. Then he went back in time, stealing after he became a janitor for the Legion of Superheroes. He went back in time with Skeets, his sidekick, and became a superhero because he knew about the future. And he's trying to become a superhero to become famous. That is literally why he's a superhero, to become famous. Yeah, he is initially depicted as a glory-seeking showboat from the future, using knowledge of historical events and futuristic technology to stage high publicity heroics. Booster develops over the course of his publication history and through personal tragedies to become a true hero weighed down by the reputation he created for himself. That is his basic origin. He was the first significant new character introduced after Crisis on Infinite Earths, if you wanted to know. And it's from the 25th century in Gotham City. Yeah, as I said, he was a football player. He was attending Gotham University on a football scholarship as he was a gifted athlete. He was a star quarterback. And to his father, we entered his life because I don't know what happened, but and convinced him to deliberately lose games for gambling purposes. He was exposed, disgraced, and expelled. Later, he was able to secure a job as a night watchman at the Metropolis Space University, where he studied displays about superheroes and villains from the past, particularly the 20th century. With the help of a security robot named Skeets, um, he stole devices from the museum displays, including a Legion of Superhero flight wing, as in the one pointing your finger, and Brainiac's Fire's force field belt. He used Whip Hunter's time sphere to travel to the 20th century, intent on becoming a superhero and forming a corporation based around himself to make a comfortable living. He is a shameless self-promoter who is obsessed with wealth, fame and wealth irritates other heroes. Okay, sorry. He basically here it says his nickname. He got his nickname Booster from being a football player, and in the 20th century, hero name was Gold Star. After saving the president, Carter mangled so he can put the two names together, and the president introduced him as Booster Gold. In a running joke throughout the DC universe, people erroneously call him Buster to his chagrin. That's okay, dude. George asks, why is he your favorite? Um, oh, excuse me. Basically, because he's not a superhero. Technically, he's not a superhero. But on the other hand, he's seen as a superhero and he wants to get famous because of what he can do from the future. I mean, he's a comic relief type character and he's like a brilliant character. I don't know, I just love him. Sorry. I just like him as a hero. I don't actually know. Anyway, I just don't know why I like them. But yeah, now back to my holiday. I literally have nothing planned for this week. For the rest of this week, I guess I could go to. Oh, George Dungle asks, "What do you do?" As in job. Um, Good question. Well, technically, by the government, my job is being a student. I'm literally a student, and I study information technology at yeah, at university, I should say. Not giving away the university name. A student of information technology at university. Yeah. But myself, I see my job as being a YouTube content creator. But I, yeah, I still see myself as a YouTube content creator at the moment. But I'm not getting paid for YouTube, so it's up in the air. I was getting paid, but excuse me, I don't get paid for it now. But when I was getting paid, I was only getting like a max of like $3 per video. And I wasn't uploading every single day like I should be. I was uploading um every once in a while. I'm gonna get rid of you, Arnold. You are friggin' rude. Put user in timeout. Hide user on this channel. My body, and that's alright. Yeah. Yeah, I have. I just did. Um, but yeah, I don't have anything planned for this week. On my old channel, I did have 640 something subs, but now I have to start. I had to start a new channel because my old channel got taken down for some nudity or sexual comments. I'm like, yeah, no. So I started up this channel, and now I've got 248 subs, which is 400 less than what I had, roughly. George Dungle says, you have a Discord? Yes, I do. Let me just get it here. I yeah. No, that's the link for the Discord. Um, I have literally have nothing planned for this week in Japan. When I was speaking, I've got nothing planned. I did say I might go to karaoke. That might be something we can do. Depending on the price, I should actually look it up. Let me have a look. Karaoke. Just a 4 minute walk where I'm staying. But how much is it? So I could go there. Pretty soon. Stupid Siri doesn't know how to shut up. No, we don't do group calls. The only thing we kind of do is when playing certain video games against other people in the server, um, you can voice chat with them. You can, it's depending upon if everyone wants to do it. Between 11 and 6 it's that. Oh, 470. Nintendo Switch is basically what I play. Because I only have a Nintendo Switch. I used to have a Sega Dreamcast, which I only just recently got. I'm assuming it's 470 yen. No, Steam doesn't work on a Mac computer. I do have an iMac and a MacBook Air, but I don't own I don't use Steam. Just figuring something out here. For half an hour, it's 470 yen. No, it's totally fine. I'm fine with it. Free time. So if you want to go full time, for as long as you want, it's 780 yen. But if you want to go for 30 minutes, which is quite actually a lot, considering I don't sing, it would be 470. So I might have a look at it tomorrow night. Oh, and you've got to reserve. Ooh, and I can use my card. Radio, we're going tonight. But there is karaoke nearby. Might not go to it. But yeah, I could. Um, I don't want to do karaoke tonight. At least not right now. But yeah, maybe. I totally have nothing planned for this week. Except for Sunday, which is gonna be my last rest and relaxation day in Japan. So I'm not gonna be rushing around going, ooh, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, I wanna go to this, wanna go to that, I wanna go blah 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 blah. Just to figure out that I don't have the money and I don't have the time. So yeah, rest and relaxation on the Sunday. George Dungle asks, what are your hobbies? Oh, YouTube is one of them. I like traveling quite a lot. If you want to know, last year I went to Japan for a week in late June, early July. A week, no, about 4 or 5 days in Hawaii in early September, like very early September, and 4 or 5 days in Vancouver, late November. And I've spent a month in Japan, which I'm currently in. And I'm currently spending a month in Japan. We've only about 6 days left. Ah, thanks, George. Whoops. You can watch my YouTube videos. Oh, excuse me. From being overseas last year. I have 3 locations on my YouTube channel if you want. I do quite a bit of eating in my Hawaii ones. Like literally. An hour of eating your American snacks. And then in Tokyo, in Vancouver, there's not quite so many videos. And in Tokyo last year, there wasn't really quite so many videos. Yeah, I like, when I'm overseas, I like to eat like Japanese style, like, it's not Japanese, but like the local food, like, for instance, like McDonald's. I can go to McDonald's Japan, get their exclusive foods and their foods, McDonald's US food, and then McDonald's Canada food, and all that sort of stuff. Next place on my list, one thing I found weird in Hawaii is that they served spam and rice at McDonald's and Burger King in Waikiki in Hawaii. Another place I'd love to visit is London, but I don't know when, because I want to try and get to a convention next year. I don't know which one yet, but I'm gonna try to get to oh, excuse me, a convention next year. Whether it be in Australia or the US. But the government of Australia has told me that once I get back into the country, that I can go overseas again, but I don't have, like, I'm currently receiving, just a bit embarrassing, but like government payments because I have a disability, and they've stopped paying me because they only give you like 28 days overseas within a year, and I've used all that up. The next time I can go overseas is March next, around about March next year. So technically, I cannot use my um go overseas. So I'll have a think about it. And yeah, I'll either my review, my trip sign will either be to E3, Power Morphicon, or as a secondary precaution. So I could go to Power Morphicon, could go to E3, or I could stay in Australia and travel to one of the conventions we have in Australia. It literally lasts only a weekend. Because in Australia we don't do conventions. Or I could go to the Tokyo Game Show in 2020. Oh. Ah. Like literally go to Tokyo Game Show. And then go see Mr. S. You're on holiday by yourself. Yet, every single holiday I've done since going to Melbourne in 2017 has been on my own. And it is very brave of me to travel overseas on my own. George says, damn, should get yourself a lady. Don't, oh, oh. Yeah, here's a little something that people probably may not know is that I am technically bisexual. But yeah, I should get myself a life partner. But if you travel overseas on your own, you do get to experience a lot of things on your own and do what you want more than like, oh, I get a day to do what I want, you get a day to do what you want. I get a day to do what I want, you get a day to do what you want, sort of thing. Because when you're overseas, you only get a very limited time overseas. For me, it's 28 days, but you know. But you do get like very limited time. Like, say, you could go over and because it cost me $5,000 Australian for this holiday, plus I technically won't be able to come back to Japan for a month, like for a month holiday ever again. But I can, no, um, I will go, say overseas or something. It's kind of hard to find the right person. That's the thing. But I do also want at one stage to settle down somewhere and have kids. But I'm doing all this traveling and clearing off my bucket list per se before I tie myself down so I can do my bucket list, get that cleared, and so like when I have kids and all that, Alright, let me finish what I'm saying. Like, before I get caught up in, a relationship, have kids, have a proper job, and all that sort of stuff, before I'm tied down, I would like to complete my bucket list. But, yeah. Alright, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video. Which I don't know when it'll be, but yeah. I'll definitely be doing a video before I come back before I go back to Australia. Stop it. Yeah, okay. Bye, everyone.